Daily Horoscope for Virgo, June 14, 2025. Welcome to your detailed daily astrology forecast, dear Virgo. Today, as the sun continues its journey through Gemini, you're experiencing a particularly significant day in terms of professional recognition and public image. The cosmic energy of June 14, 2025 brings a special focus to your 10th house of career, ambition, and life direction. The planetary positions today create a fascinating configuration that directly impacts your methodical nature. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn in Pisces, bringing a perfect balance between your analytical thinking and your intuitive understanding. This alignment supports clear communication and structured planning, especially in professional contexts. The day begins with the moon in Scorpio, deepening your already perceptive nature and enhancing your ability to see beyond surface-level interactions. This position activates your third house of communication, making this an excellent time for important conversations, negotiations, or presenting your ideas. Your words carry extra weight today, Virgo, so choose them carefully and use this power wisely. Venus in Cáncer is forming an interesting aspect to your sector of friendships and long-term aspirations, suggesting that personal connections may play a significant role in your advancement today. Someone from your social circle or professional network might offer unexpected support or present an opportunity that aligns perfectly with your long-term vision. In terms of your work life, today marks a potential turning point. Projects that have been developing behind the scenes may suddenly gain momentum or recognition. Your meticulous attention to detail, which is one of your greatest Virgo strengths, will not go unnoticed. A superior or authority figure might acknowledge your contributions in a way that opens doors to future advancement. If you've been waiting for the right moment to showcase a project or pitch an idea, the cosmic energies today provide an excellent backdrop. For Virgos working in analytical fields, healthcare, or service-oriented professions, your natural talents are especially highlighted today. Your ability to identify problems and implement practical solutions makes you invaluable. Trust your methodical approach, but also remain open to flashes of intuition that might provide unexpected shortcuts or innovative solutions. In your personal relationships, the day carries a theme of depth and authenticity. With Mars currently transiting through Leo, there's a subtle tension between your need for quiet reflection and the more dramatic emotional expressions of others. This might manifest as a desire to retreat and process your feelings privately, while those around you seek more direct engagement. Finding balance between these energies will be key to maintaining harmony in your close relationships. For single Virgos, today's planetary alignments suggest an interesting development in your romantic landscape. A connection that begins intellectually could quickly develop emotional depth. Look for someone who appreciates your analytical mind, but also encourages you to explore your emotional world more freely. Conversations that challenge your perspective might lead to unexpected attraction. Partnered Virgos may find today brings a renewed understanding between you and your significant other. A conversation about practical matters could unexpectedly evolve into a deeper discussion about shared values and future aspirations. The Mercury-Saturn trine supports honest communication about responsibilities and commitments, allowing you to strengthen the foundation of your relationship. Financially, Virgo, today calls for a balanced approach. While the overall energy supports careful planning and investment, there's also an indication that being too rigid might cause you to miss an opportunity. Consider setting aside a small portion of your resources for something less conventional or slightly outside your comfort zone. This doesn't mean taking reckless risks, but rather allowing some flexibility in your usually structured approach to finances. Health-wise, pay particular attention to your digestive system today, as the Scorpio moon might intensify sensitivity in this area. Nervous tension could manifest physically, so mind-body practices like yoga, meditation, or simple deep breathing exercises would be especially beneficial. Staying hydrated and choosing foods that you know agree with your system will help maintain your energy throughout this potentially busy day. The evening brings a shift as the moon moves into Sagittarius, lightening the emotional atmosphere and encouraging you to take a broader perspective on any challenges you've faced during the day. This lunar transition supports social activities and philosophical conversations, offering a welcome balance to the more intense and focused energy of the daytime hours. Your innate Virgo tendency to analyze and sometimes worry about details may be heightened today, but the planetary positions also offer you the clarity to distinguish between productive concern and unnecessary anxiety. When you feel yourself spiraling into overthinking, pause and ask whether your analysis is solving a problem or creating one. June 14, 2025, also highlights your connection to nature and environmental concerns. You might feel drawn to spend time outdoors or to consider ways you can implement more sustainable practices in your daily routine. Even small adjustments to reduce waste or conserve resources will resonate strongly with your core values today. In terms of learning and intellectual growth, the day presents excellent opportunities for structured study or research. Information you encounter today may have particular significance for your future path, so pay attention to resources that cross your path unexpectedly. Your mental acuity is enhanced, making this an ideal time to tackle complex subjects or detailed work requiring sustained focus. As the day concludes, take some time to acknowledge your accomplishments rather than immediately focusing on what's next on your list. The perfectionist tendency of your Virgo nature can sometimes prevent you from recognizing how much you've actually achieved. Today's energy supports healthy self-appreciation and the recognition that progress, not perfection, is the true measure of success. Looking ahead to tomorrow, the seeds you plant today, whether in terms of professional initiatives, personal relationships, or self-development, will likely begin to show promising growth. The careful attention you give to details now will pay dividends in the coming days and weeks. Remember, dear Virgo, that while your analytical gifts are tremendous assets, your greatest strength lies in the balance between critical thinking and compassionate understanding. Today offers you the opportunity to demonstrate this unique combination in ways that benefit both yourself and those around you. Your lucky number today is 4, and your power color is navy blue, which can help ground your energy while enhancing your natural communication abilities. A small piece of lapis lazuli carried with you might help amplify the positive Mercury influences of the day. Embrace the methodical yet intuitive energy of this day, Virgo. The stars are supporting your natural strengths while gently encouraging growth in areas that might usually challenge you. This balanced cosmic influence makes June 14, 2025, a day of both practical achievement and subtle personal transformation. On June 14, 2025, Virgo's planetary landscape presents a fascinating configuration that merits careful attention. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Cáncer, activating your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This placement creates a notable intellectual sensitivity, where your analytical mind becomes more receptive to emotional undercurrents within your community circles. The moon in Aquarius forms a productive sextile to your sun's sign, allowing you to maintain emotional detachment when needed while still accessing your natural problem-solving abilities. Venus, positioned in Cáncer alongside Mercury, amplifies this effect, creating a powerful duo in your house of networks and long-term goals. This combination particularly enhances your ability to communicate care and precision simultaneously, a rare and valuable skill. Jupiter continues its transit through Gemini in your 10th house of career and public reputation, expanding opportunities for recognition of your meticulous work ethic and analytical capabilities. This creates a compelling trine aspect with your natal Virgo placements, offering a flowing channel for professional growth. Saturn's position in Pisces creates a direct opposition to your sun's sign, presenting necessary restrictions and boundaries in partnerships. While potentially challenging, This aspect actually provides the structure that your mutable earth sign craves. Mars in Gemini energizes your career sector alongside Jupiter, adding assertive energy to professional pursuits and possibly accelerating advancement opportunities through detailed communications. Uranus in Taurus forms a grounding trine to your Sun, continuing its long-term revolutionary effect on your ninth house of higher learning and philosophy. This encourages breakthrough thinking while still honoring your pragmatic nature. Neptune in Aries affects your eighth house of shared resources and transformation, requiring discernment between intuition and illusion regarding investments or shared financial matters. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius forms an interesting quincunx aspect to your sign, demanding subtle adjustments in how you approach collective endeavors and friendships. The North Node in Capricorn continues to pull your focus toward creative self-expression through disciplined practice rather than perfectionism. This particular day features Mercury in an applying conjunction to Venus while forming a square to Chiron in Aries, suggesting communications that might initially trigger insecurities but ultimately offer healing. The Sun at 23 degrees Gemini illuminates your professional sector while forming a harmonious trine with the Moon in Aquarius, creating an intellectually stimulating atmosphere perfect for problem-solving and innovative thinking. This air sign support provides beneficial conditions for your earth sign practicality to flourish. Mercury's sextile to Uranus creates unexpected flashes of insight, particularly regarding technological innovations or group collaborations. For Virgos with key planets or points between 4 to 8 degrees of mutable signs, this day carries particular significance as Jupiter's expansive influence will be directly activated. Solar aspects to Saturn suggest that authority figures may test your abilities, but this pressure simply reveals how capable you truly are. The day's numerological correspondence of 5, from 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, brings adaptable energy that complements your mutable nature. Overall, these planetary positions create a day where your analytical gifts can be applied to both practical matters and emotional intelligence, particularly in group settings and career environments. As June 14th unfolds for you, Virgo, Mercury forms an auspicious trine with Saturn, creating exceptional clarity in your communication channels. This cosmic alignment significantly enhances your already meticulous communication style, allowing your words to carry profound weight and authority today. Your analytical mind is operating at peak efficiency, making this an ideal day for detailed explanations, important presentations, or writing projects requiring precision. Notice how people seem more receptive to your ideas than usual there, recognizing the careful thought behind your words. With the Moon in Gemini activating your 10th house of public reputation, your communication style becomes notably more visible, particularly in professional settings. Colleagues and supervisors are especially attentive to your insights today. Mars in Cáncer is simultaneously energizing your 11th house of networks and associations, providing you with additional assertiveness when expressing ideas in group settings. This placement helps overcome any typical Virgo hesitation about speaking up in crowds. The Venus-Jupiter sextile influencing your 3rd house of communication adds a touch of charm and expansiveness to your expression. Your words carry not just accuracy, but warmth today, a powerful combination that draws others toward your perspective. Digital communication flows exceptionally well under this influence. Emails, messages, and social media posts seem to hit exactly the right note and reach precisely the right audience. Pay special attention to communication around midday when the Moon forms a perfect angle with Mercury, creating a 2-hour window where your articulation becomes nearly flawless. This is the ideal time for any conversation requiring nuance or for presenting complex information. Your typical tendency towards self-criticism eases today, allowing thoughts to flow without the usual internal editor questioning every word. This temporary freedom from perfectionism actually enhances rather than diminishes the quality of your expression. The Saturn influence provides structure without restriction. Notice how casual conversations may naturally turn towards subjects of expertise where your knowledge shines. People seek your guidance today, recognizing your ability to distill complex information into digestible wisdom. Written communication particularly benefits from today's planetary positions. Your words on paper or screen carry remarkable clarity and persuasive power. If you've been struggling with writer's block or difficulty expressing certain concepts, today offers breakthrough potential. Listen carefully to intuitive prompts around 4 p.m. when Neptune's influence briefly enhances your receptive communication abilities, bringing insights that might normally remain below conscious awareness. Communication within close relationships benefits from unusual honesty and clarity today. The diplomatic influence of Venus helps prevent straightforwardness from becoming bluntness. You're able to speak truth with genuine compassion. For Virgos involved in teaching, coaching, or mentoring roles, your instruction carries exceptional clarity today. Concepts you explain will be readily grasped and retained by students or mentees. Consider recording important thoughts or insights that arise today. This clarity of expression isn't an everyday occurrence, even for articulate Virgos. The evening hours bring a subtle shift as the moon moves toward your 11th house, favoring group discussions and collaborative brainstorming. Ideas shared now tend to spark productive conversations that could extend well into next week. Pay attention to any communication synchronicities. Today, repeated themes, words, or concepts that arise across different conversations may contain important messages your subconscious is highlighting. Mercury's position also heightens your ability to detect subtle nuances in others' communication. You're picking up not just what's being said, but the crucial subtext beneath the words. This makes you an exceptionally effective listener today. Overall, June 14th offers Virgo a rare day of almost frictionless communication flow, where your natural precision finds perfect balance with warmth and accessibility. Make the most of this energy by addressing any communication challenges that have been awaiting the right moment for resolution. Virgo, June 14th brings a fascinating financial landscape as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, opening unexpected channels for monetary gain. This cosmic alignment particularly favors analytical approaches to financial matters, your natural strength. The second house of personal finances receives beneficial energy from Venus today, potentially bringing a surprise offer or opportunity connected to a skill you've long possessed, but perhaps undervalued. Pay particular attention to communications arriving mid-afternoon, as they may contain valuable information about a financial opportunity that requires quick decision-making. The moon in Capricorn grounds your financial instincts, making this an excellent day for budgeting and long-term planning. However, a challenging aspect between Mars and Saturn suggests avoiding impulsive purchases or investments despite feeling pressure from others. Your ruling planet Mercury is heightening your ability to spot discrepancies in financial documents or proposals. Trust this instinct if something doesn't seem quite right. Those working in analytical fields, healthcare, or service industries may find unexpected bonuses or opportunities for additional income. A conversation with someone from your past could unexpectedly lead to a profitable collaboration. Consider reallocating resources today, particularly regarding investments in communication tools, education, or health services that might increase your earning potential. The numerical vibration of today supports careful calculation rather than speculative ventures. An older female figure may offer financial wisdom worth heeding. Your sixth house of daily work is activated, suggesting that adjustments to your routine could yield unexpected financial benefits. Take time to review subscription services and recurring expenses. You'll likely discover unnecessary drains on your resources that can be eliminated. For Virgos involved in freelance work, a client or project that seemed dormant may suddenly revitalize with improved terms. Earth sign energy dominates your financial sector today, favoring tangible investments over abstract ones. Property, practical goods, and secure savings vehicles are more favorable than speculative markets. Late evening brings clarity about a financial matter that has caused confusion for several weeks. As June 14th unfolds for Virgo, several fortunate areas emerge with compelling potential. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your sector of higher knowledge, opening exceptional pathways for intellectual expansion. This alignment creates a rare window for academic pursuits, teaching opportunities, and philosophical breakthroughs. Your analytical abilities are heightened today, making this an excellent time to tackle complex problems that have previously seemed insurmountable. The solutions may arrive with surprising clarity and elegance. The lunar position in your sixth house reinforces your natural talents for organization and detailed work. Projects requiring meticulous attention will flow smoothly under your capable hands. Health matters also receive beneficial aspects. Any wellness routines started today have staying power and effectiveness beyond the ordinary. Venus casts a favorable aspect to your career sector, potentially bringing recognition from authority figures or opening doors to professional advancement. An opportunity may arise suddenly, perhaps an email or conversation that seems insignificant at first, but carries significant potential for future growth. Financial matters receive a boost from a Mars-Pluto sextile, affecting your second house of resources. Investments made today, particularly those involving technology or innovation, show promise for long-term stability and growth. Your communication skills are especially sharp and persuasive, making this an ideal day for important presentations, negotiations, or writing projects. Words seem to flow with unusual precision and impact. Personal relationships benefit from your increased emotional intelligence today. Your ability to understand others' needs without judgment creates deeper connections and resolves lingering tensions. A Neptune influence enhances your creative visualization abilities. Take time to imagine your ideal outcomes, as this energy supports manifestation. Community involvement brings unexpected rewards. Your contributions to group efforts are likely to be recognized and valued more than usual. Teaching or mentoring others proves especially fulfilling and may lead to valuable connections. Domestic matters run smoothly with minimal effort, a good day for resolving household issues or making improvements to your living space. The stars favor decluttering and organizing efforts, which will create positive energy flow in your environment. Travel plans made today have a protective aspect, especially for journeys related to education or spiritual growth. Any obstacles encountered will lead to even better alternatives. Technology works in your favor. Digital projects, online learning, and virtual connections all receive beneficial aspects. A breakthrough regarding a technical problem may arrive unexpectedly. Your intuition merges beautifully with your analytical mind today, allowing you to make decisions that satisfy both logical requirements and gut feelings. Trust these integrated insights. Documents signed today receive favorable aspects, particularly those related to education, publishing, or legal matters. Read the fine print, but know the stars support fair outcomes. Physical energy aligns well with mental clarity, making this an excellent day for activities that require both mind and body coordination. Consider practices like yoga or tai chi to maximize this harmony. Nature connections bring unusually strong benefits today. Even a brief walk outdoors can center your energy and spark valuable insights. Look for small signs and synchronicities that confirm you're on the right path. Small, thoughtful gestures toward others create ripple effects of goodwill that return to you multiplied. The day's energy supports building bridges and healing divides through practical acts of kindness. As June 14th unfolds, Virgo, your social landscape experiences a remarkable shift due to Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your 11th house of community and long-term aspirations. This celestial alignment opens doors to meaningful connections that could prove instrumental to your personal growth journey. You'll notice an unusual ease in articulating your thoughts today, allowing you to express ideas that have remained dormant for weeks or even months. The typical Virgo reserve that sometimes holds you back in group settings temporarily dissolves, replaced by a magnetic presence that draws others toward you without conscious effort. This isn't about becoming someone different. Rather, it's the universe highlighting your natural analytical gifts in a way that others find irresistible today. Watch for a conversation around mid-afternoon that initially seems casual, but carries the potential for deeper significance. Someone within your existing social circle, potentially a Scorpio or Capricorn, may reveal an opportunity that aligns perfectly with skills you've been quietly developing. The moon's position in your third house enhances your communication abilities, making this an excellent day to reach out to connections you've neglected. A message sent to a former colleague or acquaintance could reignite a valuable relationship that brings unexpected benefits by month's end. For those dealing with ongoing tension in close relationships, today offers a window for reconciliation through calm, measured conversation. Venus's influence softens your typically precise delivery, allowing emotional nuance to accompany your words. Group gatherings hold particular promise today. If invited to an event, even one that seems outside your usual interests, strong cosmic indicators suggest attendance would be beneficial. You'll likely encounter someone who challenges your perspective in a way that feels refreshing rather than confrontational. For partnered Virgos, consider a social outing that introduces your significant other to friends from different parts of your life. Unexpected synergies may develop. Saturn's current retrograde encourages you to revisit the foundations of long-standing friendships, particularly those formed through professional connections. You might recognize that certain relationships have served their purpose and require graceful conclusion, while others merit renewed investment despite recent distance. Trust your discernment, it's especially sharp today. Digital connections are also highlighted. A message or comment on social media could initiate a conversation with someone whose expertise complements yours perfectly. While networking isn't always your favorite activity, today's planetary alignment makes these interactions feel less transactional and more genuinely connective. Your capacity to listen, truly listen, positions you as a valued confidant today. Someone may share information that seems insignificant now, but proves valuable in your professional journey later this summer. Record impressions and insights from today's conversations, as they contain seeds of future opportunity. Above all, allow yourself to be seen today, Virgo. The vulnerability that normally makes you uncomfortable carries a different energy under this sky. Authentic self-expression attracts exactly the right people into your orbit. With Mercury forming a trine to Saturn on June 14, 2025, Virgo, today offers you an exceptional opportunity to harness your natural analytical abilities with added staying power. This supportive aspect enhances your mental discipline and provides clarity that you've been seeking in recent weeks. The practical advice for you today centers around leveraging this cosmic support for long-term planning and implementation. Begin your morning by categorizing your priorities into immediate, short-term, and long-term goals. The current planetary alignment especially favors documentation and creating systems that will serve you well into the future. With your ruling planet Mercury receiving Saturn's stabilizing energy, verbal and written commitments you make today carry extra weight and durability. This is not a day for improvisation, but rather for establishing frameworks that will provide structure for months to come. The moon in Capricorn further reinforces this practical energy, creating a double Earth trine that resonates deeply with your natural sensibilities. Pay particular attention to health routines today. Any adjustments you implement now have staying power, especially regarding digestive health, which Virgo rules. The Venus-Mars conjunction in Cáncer activates your 11th house of community and future aspirations, suggesting that collaborative efforts started today will bear fruit if they align with your authentic values. Be mindful of a tendency toward hypercriticism as Jupiter in Gemini squares your Sun. While your attention to detail is your superpower, today requires balancing perfectionism with progress. When communicating with others, practice expressing 3 positive observations before offering constructive criticism. This simple practice will leverage the Mercury-Saturn trine to build rather than diminish connections. Your natural inclination towards service finds purpose today, but the stars suggest directing this energy towards sustainable projects rather than temporary fixes. Consider how your skills might contribute to systems that promote ongoing well-being rather than just addressing immediate crises. The evening hours bring a subtle Neptune influence that softens your typically precise boundaries. Use this energy to practice mindful release of control in at least one area of your life. This creates space for unexpected inspiration that might actually improve upon your carefully crafted plans. The number 7 appears significant for you today, whether it's taking 7 minutes for mindfulness practices, organizing items into groups of 7, or recognizing patterns that emerge around this number. Your most productive hours will likely come between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when the Capricorn moon forms its most supportive aspects. Use this window for your most demanding analytical tasks. When it comes to nutrition today, your body particularly responds well to foods rich in magnesium and B vitamins, dark leafy greens. Nuts and whole grains align perfectly with the day's planetary energies and will support your nervous system as you navigate the day's demands. Above all, remember that today's planetary support offers you a rare opportunity to establish foundations that honor both your need for practical functionality and your deep desire to be of meaningful service in the world. Daily Horoscope for Virgo, June 14, 2025. Welcome to your detailed daily astrology forecast, dear Virgo. Today, as the sun continues its journey through Gemini, you're experiencing a